So now I need to create a second elimination matrix to get rid of 2 and then 1. So let's do that. I'm going to copy this, make it a identity matrix again, and let's see what numbers I need to modify in this identity matrix to get rid of the 2. Okay. To get rid of 2, I would have to multiply row 1 by 2 and then subtract it from the third row. So -2 plus 2, and I will get a leading 0. So what I'm going to do next is, so I need to multiply the first row by 2 and then add it. So yeah, multiply the first row by 2, -2 rather, and then add it to the third row. Yeah, I have to be careful. So this is what I want. Multiply the first row by -2, add it to the third row. One more time. There we go. Now don't worry about the second row because we already have the elimination matrix up here. For the second row, we have the elimination matrix. This is the elimination matrix for the third row. So as you can see, we've gotten it to become a 0. But now there is this -3. That also needs to be a 0. So I'm going to create a third elimination matrix. I'm going to take this again. Going to set this back to 0. And let me see what number I must use to get rid of -3. What do you think? How do we get rid of that -3 in the middle of the third row? So what I could do, add 6/2. So yes, so add 3, add +3 to that. But I need to use one of these. So I either have to divide this by 2, or I can multiply this by 1.5. 2 times 1.5 gives us 3. So what I can do is multiply the first row by -1.5. So 3/5 is 1.5. This is -1.5. And then add that to the third row. So multiply the first row by -1.5, and then add that to the third row. Okay, hopefully I got this right. Let me run this. And again, this needs to be 3. This needs to be 3. Let me run this one more time. So this is the original matrix, the identity matrix. Multiply A by the identity matrix, we will get the original matrix. This and that are equivalent. Then I came down here. I took the original matrix. These two are the same. This one. I took the original matrix, then multiplied 3 to the first row. So this would become 3. 3 plus -3, this would become 0. And that's how we get the 0 down here. So the 3 has been eliminated. Then let me just copy this matrix. So this is the new A. This is the new A. Okay. The 0 has been eliminated, but now I need to get 2 to be eliminated. So to get rid of this 2, I'm going to multiply the first row by -2. So -2 plus 2, and this 0, and this 0 will disappear. So -2 plus 2, and the 0 will disappear. So I'm going to run this. Okay. And there we have it. The 0 has disappeared. Now we're left with this -3. So I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to hard code it. Okay, so this is where we are now. The 0 has been eliminated here. The 0 has been eliminated here, but now we need to get rid of this -3. So what I can do, well, I have two 2's here. I can use either row 2 or row 1. So I could use either one of these. I could multiply the second row by 1.5 and then add it to the third row. So I can be careful with my signs here. I can multiply the second row by 1.5, so this becomes 3, and then add 3 to -3 to get this to disappear. Okay, let me try that now. And there we have it. So we are now an upper triangle. 1, 2, -3, and 0's here. So the L triangle that I'm referring to is going to be the final elimination matrix. So what do I mean? Let me take the 3 elimination matrices that I created. So I'm going to open a sidebar here. I'm going to add E1, E2, and E3 down here. So this is E3. And then this is E2. And this is E1. Okay. The L matrix is going to be all 3 of these matrices put together. So we have 1, 0, 0. Then we have 3, 1, 0, 3, 0, 0. And then I have a -2 here and 3/2 here. So I'm going to put here -2, 3/2, and then 0. So this is what I mean by the L matrix being the product of a sequence of elimination matrices. And this is what I meant to say. This is what I meant when I said the in LU decomposition, we keep track of row operations. So it's one thing to write down the steps. It's another thing to put them into matrices like so. Okay.